Yo, Wagwan, it is your boy, your homie, Believe in Steven with.
Sean Cross, everybody was good, was good.
And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why don't men approach women anymore. And I
Yep.
think this woman right here explains it pretty much on point. Sean hasn't seen it yet. I've seen a little bit of it. So without further ado, let's just start this video.
And she's like, oh my gosh, me and my friends went out and nobody was like trying to get at us. Nobody showed interest, nobody anything. And a guy duetted it or stitched it, and he actually said, well, look what you women have done. Like, this is what you wanted, correct? So I want to piggyback off of that. Ladies, y'all, not all of y'all, but you guys wanted this whole, oh, leave us alone. You guys are perverts. You guys are weirdos. Like, we hate men thing. You guys are on this fucking bandwagon to like, you hate men. What is the fucking goal of this? What is the point of this? Because you know what you guys are doing? You're ruining it for the women who do want to be approached. You're ruining it for the women who are shy and do want that guy to come up to them. Does that make sense? And you also are ruining it for the guys who are great guys, have great intentions. Maybe they're just nervous when they come up to you, so they're shy and like anxious, and you take that as them being a pervert or a weirdo. Where does this lead up to? Like, I honestly want to know what the whole point of this is, because at this point, it's going to come to a nobody wants to come up to you, nobody's going to talk to you, nobody's going to try with you, and everybody's going to be thinking, damn, he's not interested in me. So ladies, you guys wanted men to back down from it, so are you guys going to step up to the plate? Are you guys going to start asking guys out? No. Are you guys going to start going up to dudes and saying, hey, let me take you out to dinner? How about you come over to my place at 8 o'clock and I'll have dinner made for you? What's your favorite food to eat? I'll make it for you. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but my whole point of this is I'm not understanding the whole I hate men movement, because in the end, what does this do for us? Especially like if you have kids and you have sons, you're teaching your sons to hate men because you hate men? I don't get that. Like, can somebody like explain this to me? Because I really don't get how this is all working out in anybody's favor. Because I feel bad for all the good guys that are out there. And then I feel bad for the women who are very shy and want a guy to approach them. But now there's guys not approaching them because of women who have ruined this whole little thing.
Okay,
You know
so
how many people say preach?
okay, so let's start from the beginning. Well, not the beginning. There's this one time a friend of mine was showing me some of his Instagram posts and some of his friends' Instagram posts, and there was this one post that I saw. It was saying, just because a woman, this is me paraphrasing it, but just because a woman dress provocatively or a certain way doesn't mean that she wants you to come up and talk to her. I was like, okay, sure, you can dress the way that you want to, but back in the day, that was, the symbol, the certain symbol to, hey, maybe I should go talk to her because, she's at a club, she wants to talk or something like that. If that's not it anymore, then what is?
Hey, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll even, to me, it'll even matter what clothes you're wearing. It's the fact that you hear all these damn stories of someone approaching a woman and first thing comes out of their mouth is, oh, you're just trying to get with me for sex, or oh, I don't want anything from you, like, can you please get away from me, you're sexually harassing me, or just get away from me, and all that stuff. I don't think women understand that. Yes, there's a lot of dudes that are shy and don't want to approach women. You have those kind of guys, but it also comes from women saying all of that stuff. So if a man is scared to approach because they're going to be accused of sexual harassment and whatever they want to say, who in their right mind is going to want to approach a woman at the end of the day?
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? You could say you could be alpha in this and alpha that, but nobody's really going to try to risk that.
No, nobody is. And nobody in their right mind is going to risk that.
Hell no.
And that's the thing. Most people are saying it's a fight between man and female, the battle of the sexes. Actually, it's becoming into the situation where females are attacking each other. For example, if a girl likes a certain type of dude and says, hey, I kind of like him, and then all of a sudden, all of her friends says, "Oh, but he looks weird. Oh, he's a nerd, or he only cares about books, or he doesn't even know what it is to feel a woman, or even he looks like a virgin, or he looks unexperienced." Then all of a sudden, you just attacked her because what her preference is, and then all of a sudden she has to take that mentality or take that preference out of her way because her friends tell her that that's not the right way to think.
Yeah, and then she loses interest in that dude because of her friend. Like, guys, come on, grow up. Who cares what your friends think? If you find a woman attractive or you find a man attractive, go for it. Who cares what your friends gotta say?
Exactly.
You know how many times I talk to a woman and Sean over here say, you know, whatever he want to say, it's cool. That's just my preference.
But I'm just saying, sometimes he shows me some photos. I'm like, and as usual, I always say the same thing. Be careful, man. Be careful. That's how I always say that, man.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And it's vice versa.
Exactly. We're watching each other's back.
Yeah.
But me saying, oh, you shouldn't go out with her because she has glasses or she looks a little bit too big or something like that. If that's his preference, and if he says it's because I like her because of that, bruh, by all means, that's on you. That's on you. And that's the same thing about females too. It's the same thing. If she likes the dude because because he has glasses or because he's nice or because he's unexperienced or whatever reason, and it's a good reason, and it doesn't harm her or him, by all means, you have no say in the matter. You have none whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
None whatsoever. And if you have something to say because he's not rich or he doesn't look good or he doesn't know how to dress well, well, you know what you can do? You can take that opinion, shove it up, even shine. Because you have no say in that relationship. And that's the other thing. Once they're in the relationship and you got nothing nice to say in the relationship, don't say anything at all.
But let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think men are beta when they don't approach a woman that they see and are attracted to?
No. I don't consider that beta.
Wow.
I don't consider that none whatsoever. Because again, it's the preference. What can you tell me about these type of guys who look very popular?
But is it preference or is it because they're just scared because they don't want to be judged from what women have to say, whether it's sexual harassment or just having to go through that whole situation?
It could be either or both. It could be either or both. It could be, well, I prefer her coming up to me. Or maybe it's like I'd rather have her come up to me because it's kind of my preference. And I'm also scared that if I come up to her, it'll look like I'm sexually harassing her.
But let's just put that out there. It is extremely rare for a woman just to walk up to you and ask you out on a date.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It does happen. I'm not going to act like it doesn't, but you can't sit there and rely on that.
But let me tell you something. Again, with the same quote that I love to use, those who don't study their history are doomed to repeat it. Back in the day, and I'm talking about, I don't remember the time. I think the time of before Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, a little bit before that. If a girl liked a dude, if a girl, liked a guy, what she would do was leave her handkerchief, would drop her handkerchief in front of the guy, and the guy would pick up the handkerchief, go to her and say, I think you dropped this handkerchief. And from there, it would start a conversation. So at the end, when people say, oh, I want the guy to come up to her, no. She made the symbol. She did the act of saying, I like you, come up to me, let's have a chat. I like you.
Hey, but I have a boyfriend though. I appreciate the favor, but sir, I have a boyfriend. Okay, no, thank you. Just trying to hand the handkerchief. No, sir, it's not even my. I have a boyfriend. What happened if she does that? Like a lot of them like to do stuff like that.
Then I'll just throw the handkerchief in her face. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. Like those type of you dropped your credit card. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Well, there goes your credit.
I really think it's people are just scared because of that. And there's some people that are very beta and don't have the confidence to approach women with
there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors, a lot of variables. But at the end of the day, what she was talking about makes a lot of sense. It really does. It has become a point where A guy is scared of approaching a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, it's also become where females are attacking other females because down with the patriarchy, down with men. But what if a girl? I like men. I like this guy. He has never harassed me. He has never assaulted me. The
Mm-hmm.
things that I like to do is, with him, I like it. Who are you to say what I'm supposed to do in my relationship? The relationship is always about the dude and the guy, the dude and the girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. There's nothing more. You can't enter into a relationship if you're not invited. It's like when little kids, this is an A-B conversation. See your way out.
But do you think women expect a lot out of a dude as well when it comes to not only the approach but the whole first date aspect of things as well?
See, that's where I say you gotta show your morals and you gotta show your principles. You gotta present yourself, and this is the type of person that I am. You can't expect an $1,000 date on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect that. If he does it, well, good for you. Kudos. Wow, that was a wonderful date. But if he gives you a $50 date or sends you to McDonald's, we go to McDonald's, and you still like the guy, that you like the guy because who he is, not because of how much money he has.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I would still applaud that, because why? You guys went on a date.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed
even
the
if
date.
she's using him as a food ticket.
Oh my goodness, food ticket. Oh
now, is women ruining it for other women with the whole approach?
Yeah, I believe so.
So do you think women should stand up and say something about that, to at least speak to other women about how she stood up to try to help guys, I guess, in a way where they don't have to feel kind of scared to do certain things?
Definitely. I believe that they should stand up, they should say it, and if their friends wanna be like, oh, but down with the patriarchy, or what happened with your feminist movement, or what happened with down with men, then those aren't your friends. Those aren't your friends. If they will not support you and you wanting to be a relationship, or you wanting to be a girlfriend, a wife, a mother, if they don't want to support you on that, then they're not your friends.
Yeah.
Those aren't your friends.
With the women who say, oh, because he didn't approach he must be gay or something like that, please stop using that excuse.
Stop.
Even with any little thing, if he don't talk to you, he must be gay kind of thing. Bro, I hear that all the time. He might not be interested in you, or just other situations where the whole sexual harassment thing might be a thing, and he just too scared to want to approach you. And that's fine, because this world's crazy with that stuff. Because in the last video that we talked about with the Bill Cosby thing, it is crazy how one sentence can really ruin someone's life, and a lot of people are not willing to take that risk.
Mm-hmm.
Your name thrown in with rape or sexual harassment or it can mess up a man's life for the rest of his life.
It's the same thing.
So a lot of dudes are not going to take that.
Exactly. You call a guy gay and he's not gay, but he just didn't see the signs, and then all of a sudden he is gay. Then everybody's gonna be like, well, no woman's gonna ever approach to him, thinking about going into a relationship because, he didn't see the signs.
Mm-hmm.
What if he didn't see the signs? What if he was oblivious?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Because a lot of men aren't good with that stuff.
It's the same thing when the same thing with women when they go blind. Like when they say, well, I didn't know that happened. Like, for example, if you text somebody 2:00 or 3:00 in the morning, normally, stereotypically, that's the sign of, well, you want to hook up. That's what I know. That's what I knew in college. That's what I knew in the university. That's what
still even now.
Still even now.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she was like, well, I didn't know that was the sign for hookup. You sure?
No, they do know.
Did you just, made yourself blind and you just oblivious to that? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm not saying that she didn't know. I'm not saying that she did know. I'm not saying that either of them. But it's the same thing with the guy when you tell us, oh, he didn't see the sign, so he's gay. Not necessarily. Maybe he didn't see the signs. Maybe he wanted to ignore it because he's already in a committed relationship.
That too. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got to be very clear, very honest. That's why I say it's not a beta move when the girl comes up to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I don't think it's beta at all.
I don't think
it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. It's a rare occasion, and you should cherish that. Believe it or not, I think you should cherish that.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say you have to be like a very attractive person, but I don't think so. I think it just depends on the girl, whether she has that kind of confidence to do that, because women don't typically do that stuff. So
believe it or not, if a girl who's not in my preference, maybe she's not attracted to me, she comes up to me, she tells me, hey, I like you, I want to go on a date with you, would you accept, would you not accept? I will always cherish that moment. Even if I say yes or no, I'll always cherish that moment. Why? Because she had the decency and the confidence to come up to me, and I have to applaud that.
Yeah,
I have to applaud that.
It's happened a couple of times. I rejected them though. Tough. It's a tough world.
Tough.
Welcome to my world. Woo! Now you understand.
But tell me or not, could you applaud it to that confidence?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can. It takes guts.
It takes guts.
What I'm saying? It hurts.
It takes guts.
It stings when you get rejected, but yeah.
Woman or man.
Yeah.
Takes guts. And if you get rejected, don't be a sore loser. Don't be a sore loser. Just be like, okay, I applaud you about the confidence. I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but I applaud the confidence. I hope that you still have that confidence and you find the man that you want to get.
Yeah. And if I reject you, I'm sure you can find better, but you're not going to find better than me, but you'll find someone.
Steven, your ego, let's drop it down.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's crank it down.
I'm going to have to get on my Escanor.
Yeah,
vibe,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think women should talk to other women about that. And I think guys should take the risk, even though it might come with but if you find someone very attractive, definitely go do that. But without further ado, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and the bell so you're notified when we're dropping more content. If you have anything to say, make sure you put it in the comments below. And if you guys want us to watch any other clips or talk about any other subjects, again, make sure you put it in the comments below. But it's your boy Believe in Steven and
Sean Cross
signing out, guys. Peace.
Yep. Peace.